Tension rises as Kanu's known enemy plots against him. This is what is happening now. A call for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's freedom is just and noble. Everybody knows that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is being prosecuted for his Biafran beliefs, not for any crime committed. Multiple Nigerian courts have ordered his release, yet the government has defied these court rulings. For the past 4 years, he has been in detention while the government manipulates judges and repeatedly adjourns his cases. In all that time, no local or international court has ruled that he committed any crime or offense. Given that he is being prosecuted by the state for his Biafran belief, I believe it is noble for everyone, regardless of what tribe, religion, or political affiliation, to join the cause for freedom before politics. We are all human. Nnamdi Kanu has a family and a wife. 4 years in detention without conviction is inhuman and unjust for God and humanity. Every sincere human rights activists and groups should support this cause. Nigerian law presumes innocence until proven guilty by a competent court of jurisdiction. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is an innocent man who has spent 4 years in detention. His demand for freedom is both noble and not just. But it is no longer what people expected that people are seeing. Some people are calling for counter-protest that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu should remain in custody, in detention, for what no reason. For what reason? Nobody knows. For nobody knows. This very young man here is just creating a wave of tension which has hit political space in Abuja. His name is Chukwuka Ofebu, known what vocal critics and staunch enemy of Kanu, has vowed to lead a protest against his release. To lead a protest against his release. This development has shocked many Nigerians, especially in the southeast, who have been hoping for Kanu's freedom. Ofebu stated, and his statement comes a time when several stakeholders, including elder statesmen and governors, are pushing for peaceful resolution to Kanu's prolonged detention. He declared open that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu should remain in custody, should not be released. Claiming his freedom poses a threat to national unity. His words have sparked outrage, especially among the Igbo supporters and human rights activists. What have Kanu really done to this very young man? Many see this as a direct provocation aimed at destabilizing the ongoing peaceful efforts of Mr. Showore and other stakeholders. Social media has erupted with thousands calling out Ofebu for inciting more division. Some believe he is being sponsored by powerful political interests afraid of Kanu's influence. The planned protest is already drawing condemnation, with several society groups calling for caution. They insisted that peaceful dialogue should take precedence over confrontation. Observers fear this protest could trigger violence if not handled properly. Others argue that Ofebu is exercising his freedom of expression, even if it goes against the majority's interests. Meanwhile, supporters of Kanu have vowed to counter any move aimed to frustrating his release. The DSS and other security agencies are said to be monitoring the situation closely. Many believe traditional rulers have appealed for calm on all sides. They warn that further provocation could set the region on fire. This protest, if allowed, may lead to clashes between opposing groups. Human rights lawyers have criticized the move, saying it amounts to injustice. The Southeast has suffered enough. They argue that Kanu's release is necessary for healing. Ofebu, however, remained defiant, repeating his stance across several social media platforms. People are now asking why someone should actively protest against another citizen's freedom, even Even within his own community, Ofebu is facing backlash. Some believe this is personal vendetta disguised as patriotism. Others fear it could derail all ongoing negotiations at the date for the protest near. As the date for the protest near, anxiety is rising. Will this be allowed by the authorities? Will it worsen the fragile situation? Only time will tell. But one thing is certain: the battle over Kanu's fate is far from over. That is what is happening right now. Many people are criticizing him, asking him, why is he against Kanu, his own brother, Igbo brother, the same region? What is actually happening? This is why many people are just curious on what is happening right now. So now, people are waiting patiently to see what will actually happen on that very 20th. If this very young man will protest against Kanu, and if Kanu's protest will override his own, this is what many people are waiting now. It is really heating up, and the tension is very high. But Showore has been mobilizing all the Igbo people in Abuja, telling them to shun their shops, lock up their shops, and join the protest so that their brother Mazi Nnamdi Kanu will be released. That if they should not do that, if they fail to do that, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu will remain in custody, in prison, in detention for long. That is what Showore is actually moving now. But people are really going against it. Even his own brothers, what is happening? Tension is really high, and they are working towards using DSS and other people to scare people away. They are threatening people with DSS and some other words, security agencies. But with this, shift people from coming out to protest en masse as they have planned. Please kindly subscribe to this very channel for more updates, because we are bringing a lot of updates on this very channel about this, because it is really heating up. Thank you so much. Have a lovely day ahead. We are still watching closely to see every case, every damn thing happening about this protest, this coming protest, coming on 20th of this very month. Everything happening will be dropped on this very platform here. Anything happening, all the information is coming on this very platform. Kindly subscribe for more updates. Thank you so much and have a lovely day ahead.